Hey, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's no secret that in recent times, a wave of awareness has submerged the whole world, and rightly so. It's important to identify as well as call out these tone-deaf patterns and behaviors so that we can become collectively responsible as a society. In the wake of such events, Simu Liu has refused to sign the Shang-Chi comics. Simu Liu thinks Shang-Chi comics are racist. Let's have a look at it. Number 5. The Shang-Chi comics. The earliest appearance of Shang-Chi is in the Marvel edition, which came out in December of 1973. The comic was called The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, created by Steve Englehart and Jim Starlin. The comic was inspired by ABC's series called Kung Fu, which the two men really enjoyed watching. They went to Marvel and asked for the rights to make a comic adaptation of the television series. However, this seemed to be an impossible task, as the rights of the Kung Fu series were with Warner Brothers, who wouldn't want to license it as they were a rival of Marvel and owned the DC Comics. They didn't stop there, and instead created another character, who was the son of Fu Manchu, which could not be easily licensed. This is how Shang-Chi came to exist, and from then there was no looking back for the comics as well as the creators. Number 4. Simu Liu refused to sign comics. Simu Liu is none other than the star of Shang-Chi. It wouldn't be wrong to say that the character of Shang-Chi has provided Liu with a lot of fame and love. The recent news, however, depicts that Simu Liu does not want to sign the comics. In fact, he's outright refused to sign them. This step shows that he wants to disassociate himself from the comics. The Shang-Chi fame and star has been welcomed wholeheartedly into the MCU and would soon be attending the Awesome Con in Washington, D.C. He has made his stance clear that although he would be appearing at the Comic-Con being held at Washington, D.C., he wouldn't sign the comics that were released years ago. To make a decision this clear and final, there has to be a strong reasoning behind it. When celebrities make such decisions, they're usually backed up by logical reasoning, and they find it important to share it with their fans to clarify what they stand for. Simu Liu has also let his fans know why he has refused to sign the comics. Number 3. Simu Liu thinks Shang-Chi comics are racist? Simu Liu has played his role as a responsible and woke individual who takes responsibility for the huge following he has. This shows that for him, it's important to do the right thing, even if it is at the expense of coming across as someone who's difficult to deal with. Not only is it important for him to believe in the right thing, but he also believes in putting his point forward in a way that cannot be ignored or sidelined. The main reason why Shang-Chi's old comics are no longer being signed or autographed by Simu Liu is that he thinks they are racist. Yes, this is why he has taken this step. The racist connotations of the Shang-Chi comics are easy to point out and difficult to ignore, so it's only sensible for Simu Liu to take this step. There have been offensive and tone-deaf references present in the older versions of the comics, which come across as derogatory and demeaning to Asians. The website clarifying Liu's stance states that the actor will not sign any Master of Kung Fu comics or other comics deemed offensive. Moreover, it stated that all the autographs by Simu will be given in English only.
But here's the thing, how many times can you punch a zombie without getting bit?
Number 2. The racism in the Shang-Chi comics. The comics were filled with racial slurs, and we can't forget the infamous character of Fu Manchu, now can we? According to Han, Fu Manchu represented a lot of the yellow peril stereotype of that time, where there was the sense of this evil, exotic Asian coming from the East. They were defined by very exaggerated, stereotypical characteristics, such as very extreme slanted eyes, a long beard, and a long yellow face. The reason behind this was that Fu Manchu was created after many years of World War II propaganda and reflected the racist depictions of Asian people in shows which were going on at that time.
So basically what I'm trying to say is I'm really happy that I'm not a doctor, and so...
Number 1. Fans' reactions. Although most fans acknowledge the racist roots of Shang-Chi comics, they still hailed the movie, which was recently released, adapted from the comics, as a landmark moment for Asian and American representations in Hollywood. Even though most fans from China liked the film, the government of China, however, wasn't a big fan of the movie, as it was banned around the entire country for what they regarded as perceived insults about their culture. Chinese fans talked about their appreciation of the amount of Chinese dialogue in the movie. One fan even wrote, "Shang-Chi's take on Chinese elements is so much better than that of Mulan." This brings us to the end of our video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you like this video, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content.